Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Andy from sellerseo.com. And today I wanted to talk about India versus Australia. When it comes to Amazon FBA, which market should you possibly look into moving forward? So, first of all, if you're in either of those markets, or if you're in India, you definitely want to look at selling in India. If you're in Australia, you also want to look at selling in Australia. Even if you're outside of those marketplaces, however, I would still really think about looking into them. I especially see a lot of opportunity in India. The reason for this is sheer population. Of course, Australia. Actually, no, I would disagree. The reason for I mean, Australia would also be a great market to get into. That's why I'm mentioning both of these. But if you're talking today, India versus Australia, I would probably, like I said, go with India. Now, being out of the country in India, it might be a little bit difficult to get your products online in India, but I see huge potential for the Indian marketplace. I would also say the same thing about some of the other emerging markets like Brazil. But anyway, I just wanted to touch quickly on that. Now, if you can have if you have the resources and you can figure it out, you definitely want to start onboarding products to both Australia and India. And the reason for this is just simply the amount of competition there, which is extremely minimal at this point. If you're planning it, if you, like I said, if you lived in Australia, you would definitely want to go to Australia. A lot of our clients coming to us that live in Australia want to sell on the U.S. market, and I think they're absolutely crazy. If you want to, if you want to get some early traction and be a massive seller in Australia, as that channel grows, as that marketplace grows, then that's definitely where I would focus. You said one of the comments is you'll get tons of returns in India and many people don't have credit cards. That might be true. But what I'm saying is Amazon's fairly new there, so they're going to figure those kinds of things out. That's going to get figured out, whether it's, I know in India, there's lots of pay with cell phones and things like that. So definitely, I think they're going to get that figured out. But what I'm saying here is that as a seller, if you have the resources to go into India, that's what I would do. Same thing with Australia. If those are both your home countries, then that's where I would put a lot of your focus. As those markets grow, you'll be an early adopter in those marketplaces, and you could see yourself grow really quickly as well. So anyway, that's just what I wanted to touch on real quickly because I think that people really ignore a lot of these marketplaces. Another question, can you tell me how to sell in Australia? I'm interested in that market after Japan. Any special requirements there? I'm actually not completely sure. We are just starting to look into that ourselves. I think we have an Amazon onboarding person talking to somebody on our team here soon about that. I'll share that once I get more information. I know that in Japan, Japan's actually a really good one to get into because they have, I think it's like $100,000 or 2 years before you have to pay any taxes in Japan and in the Japanese marketplace for Amazon. If you're a foreigner, so that's definitely something that you'd want to look into. But I'll get back to you on that. As for India and Australia, like I said, definitely give them some attention and start thinking about not only those marketplaces, but all the marketplaces that Amazon is expanding into. The way you have to think about it is just purely saturation. Everybody's trying to sell in the Amazon US marketplace because it is the largest. However, the competition is also the fiercest. If you go into places like Italy or France or even in the EU right now, you're still going to get a lot less competition. So definitely think about putting some resources into those alternative marketplaces. But I especially wanted to touch on India versus Australia in this video because I think they're completely overlooked, and I think they're going to be really strong contenders moving forward. If you can get into either of those markets early, I think that you're going to set yourself up for a lot of upside. All right, if you like this video, of course, please give us the thumbs up. If you have any other questions, please drop them in the comments. We do a lot of live training every Tuesday at 1 p.m. If you want to join us, it's called Seller Roundtable. It's a live Amazon seller Q&A, but we cover everything from e-commerce, being an entrepreneur, being an inventor, all those things like that. Please join us. It's 1 p.m. Pacific time. And you can sign up for that and we'll notify you. It's once a week. It's you can go to sellerseo.com/SRT. And that'll redirect you to our Zoom page, which you can sign up for it and then join us every Tuesday. We usually have a guest that specializes in something, whether it's like social media or offsite traffic or SEO is what we cover a lot of. So for new Amazon sellers or seasoned Amazon sellers, it's actually a really great place to jump in with. We also do live Q&A. So a lot of people get a lot of really great information from that. Next week, we have how to grow your business on Instagram. And then, I'm sorry, not on Instagram, on Pinterest. And then the week after that, we have Kevin King, and we're not sure on the topic yet, but if you're into the Amazon space, he's a fairly well-known persona. So join us then. And for now, that's it. Thanks a lot for watching, guys, and we'll see you again next time. This is Andy from Seller SEO. Cheers.